Hey guys, I'm out for a meeting today here on campus. I wanted to review with you what we did the week before break. So here are some problems. After this, log on to joinquizzes.com and enter the code for your class. Okay, so if we're taking the fifth root of 243, want to factor that out. You can use a calculator for this if you like, but we have 81 times 3, and we know that 81 can be broken down to 9 times 9, and 9 to 3 times 3, 3 times 3. So we have the fifth root of 5 threes, and you want a group of 5 to be able to take the fifth root of it, and your answer will just be 3. You don't need the fifth root anymore because once you take the fifth root, it's gone, and the answer is just 3. Number 2, same idea, the fifth root of negative 243. We did that already, but because it's negative, it'll be negative 3. The difference with 1 and 2 is that you have a letter with an exponent. You're going to divide the exponent by the root. Since it divides evenly, 5 divided by 5 is 1. Your exponent will be 1, so it'll be y to the first power. You don't need to put a 1 there, so just put y. The answer is negative 3y. Same thing with division. If I have division, this is a cube root. Cube root of 8 is 2. A to the third power, you're going to divide 3 by 3, and you get 1, so it's 2a in the numerator. Cube root of 27 is 3. B to the 6th, divide 6 by 3, b to the second power. If you can reduce 2 over 3, then you would have to reduce it. It's already reduced, and this is your answer. Okay, so what happens if you can't take the root evenly, like number 4? Break down the 54 to factors, like 27 times 2. The cube root of 27 is 3. So the 27 comes out, the cube root of 27 comes out as a 3, and the 2 stays inside. Now look at the exponent for the r to the 5th power. 3 does not go into 5 evenly. So when you divide it, however many times it goes into 5, that goes outside. 3 goes into 5 one time, so you have 1r outside. The remainder, r squared, goes inside. And this is your answer, 3r cube root of 2r squared. Okay, number 5, this is when I want you to evaluate. Remember that the denominator is the root. So I want the cube root of negative 27, and then you're going to square that. Cube root of negative 27 is negative 3. Negative 3 squared is 9. Again, the denominator is the root, square root of 25, and then you'll cube it. Square root of 25 is 5, cubed will be 125. And that's when you evaluate. Okay, if you're adding or subtracting radicals, they have to have the same root and the same number inside. This is 18, but I can simplify 18 to square root of 9 times square root of 2. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 2 stays inside. And now I can subtract it with negative square root of 2. And you're only going to subtract the negative 1 and the negative 3, and you get negative 4 square root of 2. Now what happens if there's a number outside already? So 27 is 9 times 3. Square root of 9 is 3, but because there's that 2, you have to multiply it with the 2 on the outside. So I have 3 square root of 3 minus 6 square root of 3. So again, when there's a number outside the root, you multiply it with the number that comes outside. Now I can combine 3 minus 6 to get 3 square root of 3. Okay, last one. I have a cube root of 5 over a cube root of 2. So I cannot take the cube root of 2 and I cannot have a root in the denominator. So I need to multiply by something, I don't know what that is, so that if I multiply to 2, I can then take the cube root of it. Remember that in order to take the cube root of 2, or cube root of this, I need to have I need to have 3 of the same number. I have 1 2 here, I need 2 more 2's. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 4, because what you do to the bottom, you must do to the top. Multiply top and bottom by 4, cube root of 4. And I get cube root of 20 in the numerator over cube root of 8. Cube root of 8 is 2, and cube root of 20, it doesn't simplify. You cannot divide 20 by 2 because 2 does not have a root. So this is your final answer. Okay. The other things that you'll see on quizzes are examples of exponent rules. So if you look at notes from 11.2, day 1, you'll see problems like 7 to the 1/3 times 7 to the, let's say, 4/3. So you would need to add the exponents. And remember, when you add exponents, you need a common denominator. So that will just be 5/3. You'll also have a problem where it's, let's say, x to the 2/3 and to the 3/5. For that, you'll multiply the exponents. When you multiply the exponents, you do not need common denominators. You just multiply top to top. So it'll be 6, bottom to bottom, 6 over 15, which you could reduce that to 2 over 5. Okay? Okay, so go ahead and again join joinquizzes.com and enter your code and work on the assignment. There's 18 problems and it'll be due at the end of the period. Bye, see you tomorrow.